And if we ever decide to become a priest, because that is the fruit of your discernment, let it be so, because you recognize this is what God is asking of you.
Today, we have come to rest a while. And today, from our weary schedules, from the reality of growing old, of feeling aches in the heart, aches in the soul, and aches in the body, the Lord assures us, I can make you new. Just trust me with it. Allow me to do it for you. According to the best Filipino liturgist I know, Father Soc, there are two feasts of Christmas outside the Christmas season in the Philippines. The first is the Santo Niño. The second is the Presentation. These two feasts are Christmas feasts outside the Christmas season. So today, I greet you, Merry Christmas. Just try to feel it. Even if it is already February, when you greet one another Merry Christmas, you feel good. Behold, I make all things new. You have come together here in Dagupan to celebrate the newness that the Lord brings. It is a newness that does not only come through Christmas. You know in your theological studies that the newness of the Lord goes beyond His birth. The newness of the Lord overflows into His ministry, into His passion, into His death, into His resurrection, into Pentecost, into our present times. When we look at the Lord saying to us, behold, I make all things new, it goes beyond the presentation of the Lord. It goes beyond Christmas. In fact, that the Lord makes everything new is a promise, is a prophecy that was given to us even before time began. God is always new. God never grows old. God is always fresh. God is always springtime. That is the mystery of God. We need to be assured that God can make all of us new because we, men and women, are human beings who are constantly, continuously growing old. It is in the nature of God to stay new. It is in the nature of human beings to continuously grow old. Kapag merong magsasabi sa inyong, bumabata ka, huwag kayong maniwala. Mangungutang lang yun. It is our destiny after birth that we will grow old, closer and closer to death. The good news that the Lord gives us is, behold, I can make you new again and again. We can grow old in ministry. We can get tired in our studies. We can get weary. we can feel burdened, we can feel worn out, bruised and wounded by time. And the Lord touches us better than King Midas. And He says to us, be new again and again. That the Lord makes us new, gives us a mission to be men and women of renewal. To be men and women who will now in turn make others new. What we need are men, priests, pastors, bishops, who, having been touched by the ever-new God, who, having been called by the ever-fresh God, will touch others and spread the spirit of newness to others. That is our mission. That is why we are here.
To advance dialogue with the world of cultures and sciences as part of the Church's saving mission, theologians must always remember that the Church and theology exist to evangelize and not be content with a desk-bound theology. Welcome to Kapatiran 2019. One more time. Welcome to Kapatiran 2019.
Sometimes we are too attached with the doctrines. We do not start with meeting muna kung saan sila nanggagaling. We just impose on them. Ganito dapat. Pag Katoliko ka, ganito dapat. But the young could not understand yet. Why? Kasi nag-impose tayo ng atin. Have we tried to consider theirs?
We are here to celebrate our Kapatiran. Our Kapatiran says, we have been touched by the Lord who is always new. And when we leave the Gupan, back to our seminaries, and hopefully for most of you, until you reach ordination and unto the priestly ministry, may you become men of the Spirit who will renew and renew the face of the earth.
When we ask them, where do you get information or news about community or the Philippines? So, well, TV is still there, pero makikita natin social media feeds, at the same time, online news. So that's how big the influence of this other channel to this segment. 94% see the Roman Catholic Church very positively, even CBCP, and even their parish office. Ang ganda na impression nila. They see these symbols very, very positively. Problem is, they do not always believe in the stand of the church.
Meron daw sa room na yon, nandun daw ang Diyos. So I went there, I checked kung walang tao, nilock ko muna. Sabi ko, akin muna ang Diyos. Wala munang ibang appointment. Lord, sabi ko, suko na po ako. Na nilabas mo na ako sa muntik na ako makulong, muntik na ako nilabas niyo ako doon. But this time, kahit hindi ako, yun pong girlfriend and baby.
Let's share about hope. Our hopes as ordinary people, not just as a seminarian, but as ordinary people.
Because as a companion, you need to be able to navigate the different sectors, speak some of their language, be familiar with the mindsets. Iba ang mindset natin sa simbahan eh.
A priest cannot grow old because every day you drink from the chalice that is always fresh and always new. A priest cannot grow weary. A priest cannot be worn out. A priest cannot grow old. A priest is forever young. And it is not the youth of cosmetics. It is not the youth of the hair dye. It is the youth that only the Lord can give. It is the freshness that only the Lord can give. It is the fulfillment of the promise of the Lord. Trust me, come to me, I will make you always new. God is always new, and we are always growing old. Let the Lord touch us, all of us, not only at ordination, but every day, in every Eucharist, in every rosary, in every part of the liturgy of the hours. Stay new, because God, who is new, has called you to follow Him. And it is only new men, new priests, new pastors, renewed by the power of the Spirit, who can truly renew the church and renew the face of the earth. I look at you, and the promise is bright. I look at you, and I see the promise fulfilled. Behold, I make all things new, and I will keep everybody young, because the Lord whom you serve is immortal and eternal.